All right, on to chapter 9, accessories. So, fashion accessories are used to pull a look together. They can accentuate a look, they can dress a look up or down. They're often the last piece added to complete a look, but they're definitely not the last item that's thought of. Your categories of accessories include footwear, handbags, gloves, hats, neckwear, eyewear, and jewelry. Footwear. The largest producer of shoes in the US is Nike, profiting $4.03 billion in 2019. Italy is the number one producer of high-end designer shoes, while Asia produces the majority of all other inexpensive shoes. Women's shoe styles have fluctuated from pointed to square toes, high to flat heels, calf boots to thigh-high boots, and from chunky to stiletto heels. Slim, elegant designs are popular when apparel emphasizes formality. Heavier styles are popular when casual clothing styles are on trend. Men's designer shoes, casual and dress, are produced overseas. High-end imports include Ferragamo, Gucci, and Clarks of England. Athletic shoes are the preferred shoe for school. Preferences in children's shoes are influenced by practical features such as Velcro, decoration, brand, and style, like Nike Air Maxes or Converse All Stars or even Adidas Superstar shell toe shoe. Athletic shoes came to be through the invention of the vulcanizing process by Charles Goodyear. This process bonds rubber soles to canvas tops. Keds was the first shoes to use this process. Today, athletic shoes are created for specialized categories such as walking, running, climbing, biking, and golfing. Merchandising, marketing, and trends. Because of the large amount of capital needed to stock shoe departments and the expertise needed by staff to properly fit and sell shoes, many retailers lease departments to manufacturers. A good example that was provided in your textbook is finish line departments within Macy's stores. Trends within the footwear industry include e-commerce sales and an increased emphasis on fashion as apparel influences the look and style of shoes. So e-commerce sales through Amazon, Foot Locker, and Nike. Those are going to be the top three e-commerce sites for shoe sales. Handbags are one of the most important accessories that a woman can have in her closet. Oftentimes, handbags and shoes coordinate. Designers will specifically create a shoe and a matching purse. Within the last few years, we've even seen the man bag become a favorite amongst male consumers, with some going for a more subtle look with the fanny pack. The handbag industry is small. U.S. brand names in this industry are for the most part pretty irrelevant, with the exception of a few who have become household favorites, such as Coach, Michael Kors, and Dooney and Burke. Foreign manufacturers include Louis Vuitton, Gucci, Hermes, and Chanel. The Chanel Timeless bag has been deemed as the most popular handbag style. Handbags are marketed to consumers via retailers, in their window displays, and also in magazine advertisements. In order to compete with foreign imports, domestic handbag manufacturers have become importers themselves, employing U.S. designers to create styles and then producing those styles overseas at lower costs. Gloves. Leather gloves were discovered in the tombs of ancient Egyptians. Historically, at times, gloves have had symbolic value. Knights once wore their ladies' gloves on their armor as a symbol of good luck when they went out to battle. Gloves were also once exchanged as a good faith gesture when selling property. Gloves today are worn as a fashion symbol and as a means to keep the hands warm and dry. For the sole purpose of fashion, gloves are correlated to sleeve length. A shorter sleeve length would require a longer glove. Leather gloves are made with hand-guided operations or entirely by hand. They're one of the hardest accessories to make. The producers of gloves tend to specialize in one part, such as cutting or stitching. Minimal advertising is conducted for gloves with the exception of a few larger firms. Like many other areas of fashion, imports create competition. Hence, the industry is working to improve manufacturing procedures, reduce costs. They have also reduced the number of glove sizes, now only offering small, medium, and large. Hats. After the Second World War, the demand for hats significantly decreased. However, the rise of hip hop fashion brought again the demand for hats. Consumers' top pick was the Kangol hat, influenced by the hip hop group Run DMC. Another factor that contributed to the rise in the demand for hats was the flamboyant hats that were on the designer runways. This reminded consumers just how fun hats can be and how they can change one's look. As consumers became more educated about the dangers of the sun UV rays, the demands for hats also increased. Consumers wanted hats to keep them protected from the sun.